guys, so this new prediction probably gonna be very short, literally. So let's start with the S&P 500 SPY ETF. Last prediction was that we got it bigger, that we gonna hit the 396. We hit it, moved the upside, the 4, and then hit 90, and we just touched it. 390.04 and then bounce back and push lower. At the moment, you can see a big negative momentum, and probably there is the blue line. This is the end target, the 77 so far, but it could touch the 385 and then close the gap at 382 area, and but probably I think gonna hit the 377. I don't know if next week, but could do so. You can see the momentum is positive. We are low any key level. You can, a big volume coming in, a big red, basically taking out two nice green candles. There is no divergence yet. Could be a divergence from this place, so it push lower and then maybe try. So a key zone is the 377, but also coming with pure area, which is reversal. Just paint those. Forget about them. So is this line and closing gap. So it push here, do something like this, and maybe a nice reversal. At the moment, we are in deep momentum, even though you could see a little bit trying to push up in the short term, but so far, let's see. If we want to move higher, I will wait for the 394. Where it is 394. Want to push up, and 392 where it is. Check. This is the 394 area. 392. The short term seems that below of 392 it will move lower. So this is, I think, done. Something else. First target, yes, 387. Going back to the 377 areas. So this is with SPY. Let's go with it. You know what? Let's check the 1 hour and see what happened there. Straight up. So at the moment, check the Fibonacci level here. Change of trend. You can see it break the 6180. So next target, this area. So probably gonna spike down, close the gap, then decide if you want to close this gap to 377 area. And we remember we have this gap, this gap. Sorry, we have 3 gaps. Do we see a divergence? This is moving up. This is moving down. This is up. This is the short position, and it still seems that it wanna bounce the downside and then maybe found an area which probably maybe bounce up again. At the moment didn't manage to break, so I'm gonna move down. Don't see any reason why upside yet. Let's check the Qs and see what goes there. The Qs also the same move, think it's gonna hit a 386. Below above the 296, it could push up again and try touch this line, or even 305, 306. There is nice volume, same pattern. You could see it, the same pattern here. What happened when it touched? Try to do a little bit more push and then try to move up sideways. So one possibility will try to go here and sideways here. This is one possibility, and another one, make it smaller, see it here. It came from the upside, break to the down, and then try to break. So it tried to touch here, maybe can even try to make another attempt, and then just went lower and break to the down. So we could face something like this. This is the low, the up, and see, this is the move that it do again by the Fibonacci extension, call it like this. So be very careful. Be very careful. I think that we are in this position. See the stochastic, how it reacts here, this area. Also, let's check something. Clear it up. This is false. Another false, and short continuation. What happened? Literally break, and we don't have any divergence until here a little bit for reversal, and then downside here a little bit. So at the moment, this is the line. Something like this. Try to break. Have really long time to get position. Maybe the upside. At the moment, price to the downside to hit the 286, and below go to the 260. This is the target 260. So something like this is the area for. Let's go for Tesla. What do you quick? Tesla target is 255 at the moment. Touched the 266 area, and I think it's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna bounce from the 255. You see, it's red, and I think if it breaks the 255 below, it will just move to the downside, and I don't see anywhere it can stop. Just clear all this area. If it breaks the 255, this is the zone. The 255. If it breaks below, maybe try it again and then fall. I need to break. If it breaks all those. There is no buying power here. It seems that because it's gonna break it. If the buyers see it break the 255, they're all gonna fear and gonna wait for the 200, maybe and 180. At the moment, the key zone is 100. Really not. I don't see any buying pressure. And if we go to the 1 hour chart, you can momentum downside. There is a divergence there. It broke. It now needs to break the 266. If it break, there is a gap here to close, and this is what I'm afraid of, because if it breaks this one, it just can fall. Maybe try to bounce here, but I think it will fall to the Tesla at the moment. Big moment downside. Let me check something. Yeah. Fires try but failed. Let's go for Apple and see how this stock is going. So far Apple is leading because even though it dropped nicely, dropped with a power, which is a good correction. So take it here, see how it's resting on 50, the 60 is still behind 150 area, which is nice. So Apple, I think, is leading the market, holding the market. It can drop a little bit to the 150. Can it break below again the 130? Very far away. See it moving the same as with the market. I think the movement like yeah, like here we are deep in red momentum and negative momentum, and you can see it could start a divergence where sorry 1394 and now this is 1380. So any move downside will create a divergence. This is the hope for the market because Apple could push again with reversal to the upside. Probably gonna be a weak reversal, but there is a lot of profit here that can rebalance the price up again. This is the hope. Just to show you again the SPY how it looks, and you can see the difference because the SPY from this place broke the 6180. This is not good. It could be a false break, but at the moment the momentum is for the downside. There is no divergence. There is still a long way to reach 39. This is the 28. Push here and bounce from 77. So I don't know what can do Apple, but at the moment Apple, there is a gap here to close 151. Be a nice. I don't think there is a gap there. Yes, there is a gap after 131. So in order to have a clear room for the upside, usually stocks likes to clear all the gaps behind and then to the direction they want. But remember, we have a gap for the upside. Good for longer term in October, November, December, but at the moment now it's down. Apple is strong, so be careful. If the market is going down, because many stocks will down, Apple can still be strong. So let's go for Meta. Meta did nicely, I think. Go sideways, still holding the 156 area. Sideways move, I won't trade it yet. There is no divergence, no up, no down, so still looking for confirmation for a break, which is good. You can try to break, fail, try to break, fail. Maybe the third time it worked like a charm. Then break to the 200. If we go to minute, you can see it sideways, false break, again try to break. So this is much bigger area to move. There is an attempt to break the trend, but not yet. Trend still valid. Downside, maybe sideways move here. There is a nice volume coming here. Maybe they will try to defend it. They came in to defend the 155. They came in here the 160. And so this is the average. If they try to bounce here again, let's see if there is another attempt. Don't try to enter too soon. Wait for confirmation to see the buyers coming. At the moment, the market probably is weakening, so I will wait. Then what else? PA. Let's go for the airline. What goes there? PA again weakening below the 200, broke. I think it's gonna move the downside, but it's good. It is sideways move, slowly grind to the upside and then back. So probably try to touch again the 140. I wouldn't trade it yet. Maybe intraday it could be nice for a couple of bucks at the moment. Don't see a nice moment. If you missed the entering sideways, entering a little bit, entering a little bit, gapping up, chance to trade, push to down, break. This is break of the trend. Now the trend is downside, so probably going to push 140. Nothing unique here. There is a divergence there for the short side, so probably let's wait to see break the 150. Want to hold it, close the gap at 148, and then push lower probably to the 140 and try to find the buyers. A the big stock. Right. Okay, let's go for the hour. Those stocks. Nice push to the upside. Let's go for a nice push now. The reversal. Do we have a change of trend? Not yet. Not yet. This is the reversal of the downtrend. This is profit taking. So be careful. It could be a continuation below the 10. So let's see if the 10 holds, because you can see here volume is coming, defending here, taking some profit. You can see low volume at the downside, which is good. Some area I will look for the break of the 15, maybe to the move to 20 and 22 area, but at the moment it's like a bear flag taking here, so a break below with a nice candle, big volume, and another push again to 6. So careful there. Well, probably the same, nothing flagging too much, which is not that good. Break, you can see much is 650, it's resting on it. Could bounce again to probably coming again to the 5 and 4. We have a divergence there, not in full divergence. This is going up, try to move up sideways, failed. I will look for a break for the 70 and fantastic. Look maybe for entry. At the moment you can see the gap in here, and we have a gap there, so 550, 560 area, probably an attempt to close it. Let's check gold. The money is coming to the gold, not yet. This is weird. We have inflation, money is not in the gold. Not that good, because we know money going for the oil, but at the moment we can see a nice volume. See the volume coming in here, the 158 is PDF GLD, but I want to see a break of trend. I want to see it above the 200. If we go to the 4-hour chart, you can see it 1, 2, so probably a smallest move. Trend is down. There is no divergence yet. I will wait, look for a clear divergence for entry. Like the move here, you can see it, give clear indication. Moment, no clear direction. Check for oil oxy. Did a nice break with a big volume of investment. The Warren Buffett and some more, and immediately taking profit, resting, which is good here. Let's see if we can hold the blue line and jump from it. We have this line, we have the 200, we have the 60. There is a lot of support, which is good. Momentum is started to be negative, but there is no divergence. And see it here, there is divergence for long continuation. So this is going down, and from here it's going up. So a good entry, probably above the 71.50, and then bounce to 75. Touch it again. You see how it likes to touch and fail, likes to touch and fail, likes to touch and fail, then do some breaking. So let's see what's gonna be with oil. Quick, if it will up, probably the stock market down. So Let's see. Do we have something else? But I think 20 minutes. Usually I'm 35 minutes. So let's sum it up. SPY momentum to the downside. I will wait for the 76 zone. This is a big candle. Would it be a attempt to make a fail, the bounce, and then breaking to the upside? Any move to the upside, I won't believe it. See the volume, see the move breaking. Think buy. Want to close all the gaps and bring the buyers and even touch the 60 and even the key zone 3. Good zone to touch it, and from there in September touch the 350 at the end of September. Be a nice move in October to reach again for the 400, November 460, and December breaking the 480. This could be a good move to the end of the year. November there is election, so could be a nice reason why the stock market should move. And maybe we see, I don't know, the interest rate in the US and Europe started to ease a little bit. Markets know what to do, expect from the Feds, and so at the moment, momentum down, load the key zone, get prepared, look for the close of the gaps, be careful, not a recommendation, make an entry and exit any level, do it by your own risk. Thank you guys, luck.